Ladies and gentlemen, Strat Gamer here, providing you with a new Anno 1800 episode. We are today reviewing two different modes from two different modders, and they actually provide quite some interesting new buildings, which are both for beauty builders, but also for your, casual player out there, or even your min-maxer if you wish to do so. So let's dive right in, but before we do, please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. It does really help, and so you never miss another video in the future for Anno and many other games. So let's dive in, as I said, with the first mod from quite a famous one by now. It's G1000 that came up with, again, a completely new building. You can find it in your city here. You can see Colonial Cathedral that provides attractiveness and also the public service similar to the chapel. You can also see it here in sorting by, progress. You have the jornaleros here, and then if you go to the obreros, you will see it towards the end. So that is where you can find it, and now let's look at it. As I said, it provides the same need as the chapel being just here. As you can see, the difference in size is quite significant, and this is quite a beautiful asset, even with the priest here, the few people also walking around. You can see trees, plants, so it's really made a beautiful asset here. To make, obviously, as I said, this is gameplay, so it will work if you want to replace some of your chapels, especially in the middle of a big town, for example. It does take space, but that's all. That's still a great one to do. It of course costs a bit more than the other, but not not that much, and it does also give you the need for longer. So in terms of roads, you need less. It is actually 80 tiles for full coverage. If we go maybe also into the night, I can show you some of the lights. You have lights inside. That's pretty cool. So anyway, yes, that was a first completely new building, but wait, that's not all. If you install this mode, you will also get something new in the old one. So let's go over here. And no, this is not this. This is actually the same sort of skin, right? As you can see, same skin of that cathedral that will replace the church. So giving again that need to residence. In the description of the mode, he is saying that this new building is actually just skin. So meaning you won't see a new icon. You have to use this icon here. He's also saying that it actually comes with two different skins, which you can go through by doing Shift V, but I don't know why on my side it's not working. I'm typing it now, Shift V, and nothing is happening. What is working though for me is if I click on church here, you can see it, and basically it just rotates between the two. That's how I got it, but for some reason the Shift V is not working. If you know why, don't hesitate to share in the comments below. But otherwise, yeah, that was the first mod by G1000. Thanks again to you for this great mod. And now moving on to the second one, which you can start to see here. It's those two buildings here. What are they? Well, if we click on them, you can get a first idea. There is a radius, and you can see City Hall Tower. So yes, it is sort of a new town hall. Actually two different ones. You can see here the new town hall, which is this one, and then the City Hall Tower, which is this one. What's interesting is that, first of all, they're quite nice, right? It's a different visual. If you want to change to your normal town halls, this one basically has a cost slightly higher And that's just the cost from 2,500 to 5,000, same influence cost, same maintenance cost, and same radius. So it's just, it's a beauty element. But this one is a bit different. We're gonna go into that. But before I go there, just one element I wanted to mention is when you download this, this mod, you will see in the folder actually two subfolders. One will be described as buildings and one as variation. Here I have activated the one as buildings, which means I'm getting new actual buildings. Versus for if you use variations, you will basically be able to shift with just Shift V between those variations. And then going into this this one, which I said is this one is definitely more expensive. You can see they also require some elevators. We're gonna go into when they're unlocked, but it does cost the same influence. The radius is actually the same. You know, I can show you like this. Right, if I put them on top of each other, you see that the radius is the same, but they can't overlap. That's also, you know, it's not cheating in a sense. The impact though is slightly different. You still have 3 or 4 depending on your department, but you get this bonus here, which affect all skyscrapers to reduce their maintenance cost. It's something interesting because we all know that the maintenance cost of skyscrapers is actually quite high. And this leads me to something important for this mod is you actually need this DLC, the last DLC of the High Life, to be able for this mod to work, because some of the assets and texture are from there. So that's, you know, this one. And one interesting element is you can actually upgrade, you know, from this normal one to the tower one. Let me show you. You just press U or click here, right, and then upgrade it, and you get to that new one. That's a cool mechanism. I like it. Now, just before we finish, one important element is to know how to unlock them. So the first, this classic one here is unlocked with 500 artisans, versus this one is actually unlocked with 3,000 investors. So similar to the elevator production chain, which you do need to build it. And that is also linked to where you can find them. So if you're in sorting type, you can find them all in cities, but if you're in progress, you will find one in the artisan here. Actually, the second one is also there, but I see you also see it in the investor element here. So here it is, ladies and gents. This was the second one, and oh, sorry, I forgot to say from who. This is from Jacob. So thanks a lot, Jacob, for this new mod. Really cool. Loving how you took something that existed and improved on it. So it is, ladies and gents, 2 mods reviewed today, providing you in total sort of 4 new buildings. Hope you liked it. If you did, press the like button, and hope to see you next time.